Hello, welcome back. Hope you're enjoying the weather. Hope you're enjoying the football. Hope you're having a good time. We are fast approaching the end of term, which means we are fast approaching lots and lots of screenings in schools. So as well as making all of the films that we've been making this term with all of the students, Luke, David and I are also working on additional films to play at the end of term assemblies. My favourite part of the year, the summer screenings. Monday I didn't go to Southmead. Tuesday, Luke and I went to Worsley Bridge Primary School. We started filming the Year 6 Leavers film there. A couple of weeks ago we had started by interviewing all of the Year 6 students who were leaving Worsley Bridge, but Tuesday this week we started filming little scenes with 10 of the Year 6 students that we're working with. We're revisiting them in 15 years time in various different scenarios. We filmed a student who is now a world famous scientist. We filmed a girl who was now a fugitive on the run, fugitive from justice. We filmed a boy who was had become a monk or had joined a brotherhood and had taken a vow of silence. On Wednesday, Luke and David went to Green Dragon and met a new group. They've come up with an idea to film a little story that takes place inside a classroom where students are getting away with absolute murder behind the teacher's back. I went to Lady Margaret's in Ealing. I didn't make any films, but I did start to work with some of the students who will be speaking at the end of year screening. We've been at Lady Margaret's for 4 years, so they're making quite a nice big deal about this screening. They're inviting back past students to come and talk, and on Thursday I started work with 6 Year 6 leavers. We're going to be doing something based on Dragon's Den. The idea that we came up with was inspired by the careers event I went to on Thursday morning at the school. It was good fun. But as a result of that, I came up with the idea to work on a film with these guys. The scenario we've given them is that Heyday has a job opening in September. I can only choose one of them. They have to go away, come back and pitch to me their ideas to make Heyday great. I think they're going to have one student's going to talk about a Heyday car, Heyday merchandise, Heyday HQ. So that is what I've been doing this week. Okay, it's time for Shot of the Week. In fact, there are 2 shots of the week. Both of them work really well in conjunction with POV that we shot last week. Those shots of the week are bird's eye view and worm's eye view, otherwise known as high angle shot or low angle shot. Imagine you gave a bird a camera. Imagine you gave a worm a camera. What would you see? Now, you'll see bird's eye views in lots of different television programs and films other than feature films or short films. For example, when you watch the football, lots of the times the cameras will be positioned on the top of the stadium looking down. Any camera shot where the camera is looking down on its subject is a bird's eye view. Now, these camera shots are really, really useful for filmmakers and can be used in lots of different ways. If we're talking about using them in conjunction with a point of view shot, they can perhaps induce a sense of vulnerability in the characters. For example, if I'm having a conversation with a boy who is smaller than me, we can start with a wide shot to establish the fact that I am taller than him and that he is shorter than me. Then we switch. Here I am looking quite tall, looking taller than I actually am, looking quite threatening. Bit of a bully. Don't trust him. Nasty guy. Reverse shot. Here we have Corey from Worsley Bridge looking very small, looking worthless, looking like an ant. But what I've done is tip the camera. Oh! We've swapped. We've swapped. Do you see how easy it is? So now I'm looking tiny, even though I'm taller than Corey. Look how vulnerable I look. And he's looking huge, even though we know that he's much smaller than me. Much smaller than me. And there he is, kicking the camera. You can tell therefore that the camera's on the floor, and here we go. This is how we film it. All Luke is doing is crouching down much shorter and angling the camera up to show that Corey looks huge, looks like your Goliath type figure. And there's me looking like a very small, vulnerable character because Luke has purely tilted the camera above my head. Again, these are both examples of point of view shots as well, but a really good example of mixing point of view with worm's eye view and bird's eye view. It doesn't have to just be from the first person. There are lots of other examples. For example, if you were to watch, I don't know, the film Oliver, where Oliver asks, "Please sir, I want some more." And the guy goes, "More?" He looks huge. There you go. Bird's eye view, worm's eye view. Okay, so my Heyday film of the week for this week is called The School Trip. This was made for the first Heyday Fest film festival that we hosted at the BFI in 2015, and it was made with Chesterton Primary School. Sean plays a hapless teacher who gets lost on a school trip. We thought it'd be fun to do a little swapperoo. Rather than the old cliche of a school trip taking place in London and one of the kids disappearing, we thought, wouldn't it be funny, wouldn't it be hilarious if on the school trip one of the teachers went missing? It's the school kids who have to rally together and act like the adults. So watch The School Trip. There's a link below. I think it's really funny. It's got a really good soundtrack, lots of interesting camera shots on it. Filming outside in a new location other than a school is always fun, and I think we got really lucky with some of the performances from the students. They're really good, and it was one of the favourite films that we showed at that first Heyday Fest, which from now on I'm calling Heyday Fest 1. A bit like, you know, Super Bowl. Incidentally, this December, Heyday Fest 4 will be taking place.